morning. It's Tuesday, September 27th, and today's rant is more of a warning than a rant. I'm going to talk today about electricity and gas and oil and the heating costs that are associated with taking care of your home. Because you can expect that the price for home heating will go up by 17% or more. Now that may come as a shock to many of you, since the price of gas has been plummeting for the last 3 months. I'm talking about gasoline. I'm not talking about natural gas. I'm talking about gasoline. And you know the price has been falling for months if you've been paying attention, if you drive a car that needs gasoline. So this spike in the price of heating your home will make the cost of home heating over the last 2 years up by 35%. And if you heat your home with natural gas, you're going to have a larger spike. Their costs are expected to go up 35% this 1 year alone. And that's about $952 for the season, according to the estimates that I read. And that's what the association, the National Energy Assistance Directors Association, has predicted. I didn't even know that we had such an association. A National Energy Assistant Directors Association. What do they do? What are they directing? Or are they just keeping tabs on the price of home heating, etc.? And if you're heating with oil, you can expect that your home heating cost will jump about 12% or something like that. So the numbers are astronomical. We're looking like thousands of dollars. $2,000 for heating oil, $1,300 on electricity. And some people may not realize that the energy bills will be costlier this winter, especially because the price of oil and gasoline has been falling. So I'm telling you this to prepare yourselves for this upcoming additional heating expense. And if you expect President Biden to pull a rabbit out of his hat and help you all, it's not going to happen, because there's not much that he can do about the price of heating your home. Those like myself chose to have natural gas heating instead of oil because I didn't want to be dependent on oil deliveries to my house when the house was built. So I went for natural gas, and I've been happy with that for over 50 years. But now I find out that natural gas, which was one of the most reliable heating methods of all time, that era of dirt cheap natural gas is gone. You know, natural gas is the most common fuel used to heat U.S. homes, but the cheapness of natural gas is gone. Natural gas futures spiked 132% so far this year, reaching levels that haven't come close to 2008 for the first time in, 14 or 15 years, right? And the experts warn that natural gas futures and retail prices could go even higher if it's a very cold winter and Americans are forced to crank up the furnace. And I would stand there and recommend that you set your thermostats differently this winter. Because if you're a 72-degree person and it's costing you a fortune, I think maybe you could learn to live at 68 degrees instead of 72. And maybe you could wear a sweatshirt around the house or a sweater or something. And I might have to give up wearing shorts every day. You know, I might have to go to long pants more often. I don't even know if I have any long pants that still fit me. Although I have lost some weight, so there's hope in that area. But I'm telling you that this is going to be a tough winter with respect to the cost of heating your homes. And you know, we are at the mercy of one of my favorite villains, Mother Nature. So if she decides that she's going to have a nice cold winter for us and a lot of snow, then it's going to cost us more. But she might be kind, and maybe the heating around the world, that we know that the temperature of the world temperature is rising, maybe it'll rise enough so that the heating oil expenses will not be so tragic. And maybe even those monsters who control the energy supplies around the world world, and I'm talking about the oil wells and those in the Middle East who supply oil, etc. Maybe they could be incentivized to increase the output so that it would reduce the costs. But I doubt that would happen, because anybody that goes into the oil business has a huge expense to get started and a huge expense to keep running. And they are not about to give in to make us feel more comfortable this winter at a reasonable cost if it's going to affect their bottom line. So while it would be nice if the suppliers were incentivized to do something, but I'm sure the incentive will go the wrong way for us. And I base that upon the history of the oil industry up to this date. So not only are the oil companies reluctant to increase their capacities, we also have the fact that Mother Nature has contributed Ida, and Ida has crippled and knocked offline vast majority of the oil and natural gas production in the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what I have to say about looking ahead for the winter of 2022-23. Go into your closets, make sure you have plenty of warm clothing that still fits you. Be prepared to add an extra layer of clothing to your daily wear, and hopefully the laundry bill will be less than the rise in the price of heating your house. And so I leave you with those wonderful thoughts today, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.